Hello students, today we will read My Last Duchess by Robert Browning. Robert Browning is a famous Victorian poet, we all know it. Except this fact, I want to tell you 3 points. Point number 2, I have just said that Robert Browning is a famous Victorian poet. The two other Victorian poets are Alfred Tennyson and Matthew Arnold. Okay, Robert Browning believes, or Robert Browning is well known for his robust and optimistic philosophy. Okay, then the next point, purpose of life. According to Robert Browning, the purpose of life is not the attainment of goal, but the purpose of life is not the success, but the continuous struggle for success. That is, and failures and sorrows. Failures and sorrows are necessary for the progress of the soul, as they urge us towards the higher ideal. And he also believes in the immortality of the soul and rebirth. Okay, so about Robert Browning, just I have said this, and without wasting further time, we will throw light on the poem My Last Duchess. My Last Duchess. Okay, let us first try to understand what is the meaning of the word duchess. The word duchess is the feminine gender of duke. The wife of duke is called duchess. My Last Duchess. Who is the speaker of the poem? The duke. Duke is the speaker of the poem. Who is the duke? Alfonso II. He is the 5th Duke of Ferrara. Okay. We will discuss what the meaning of the word last in the title later on. What is the background? What is the background or what are the important things about the poem? The poem was written against the Italian background. Italian background means Italian Renaissance, when art flourished, and the negative side of Renaissance has been shown in the poem in the character of the Duke, who is very egoist, who is very selfish, who is very possessive husband, who is very cruel, who wants to dominate his wife. Okay, so the next point is dramatic monologue. We all know that this is a particular form of poem which was popularized by Robert Browning. So it is obviously a dramatic monologue. The whole poem is spoken through the mouth of the Duke and the envoy and the messenger who has come to settle the marriage, the next marriage of the Duke. Because why next marriage? Why new marriage? Because his last duchess, that is Lucrezia de Medici, last duchess, has died. There is a suspicion that the duchess was poisoned. Duchess was married at the age of 14 and she died at the age of 17. Okay, now the widower, that is the Duke, now the Duke is going to marry Barbara. Who is Barbara? The daughter of Ferdinand I and niece of Count Tyrol. Okay, so the whole poem throws light on the character of the Duke. And we see in the poem the relation between husband and wife, and the relation between husband and wife has become so bitter that the we see the death of the Duchess. We see the death of the Duchess. So, our overall perspective, we can say that it is a mini tragedy. It is a mini tragedy of jealousy, as we see in Othello, what happened to Desdemona. Okay, now we will read the text. What is the text? The text goes like this: "That is my last Duchess painted on the wall. The messenger has come, the envoy has come to the Duke. The Duke is showing his collection of arts. The Duke is showing the envoy his collection of arts. So first of all, he showed the envoy the picture of the Duchess. That is my last Duchess painted on the wall, looking as if she were alive. The painting is lifelike. The painting is so beautiful that the Duchess seems alive. I call that piece a wonder." Duke calls that it is a wonder. It is a wonderful work of art. Who painted it? The next line, Fra Pandolf, the name of the artist, Fra Pandolf. Fra Pandolf's hand worked busily a day. He took only one day, the artist took only one day to paint the picture. And there she stands, and will it please you to sit and look at her? So he is appealing, or he is telling the envoy just to sit, and because he will explain about the picture. Okay, I said, Fra Pandolf, by design, for never read strangers like you, that pictured countenance the depth and passion of its earnest glance. So many strangers, Mr. Envoy, many strangers like you, they are surprised to see the depth of passion in the eyes of the Duchess, but they dare not ask me. I am going to analyze it. I am going to tell you the truth. What is the reason behind the depth of passion in the eyes of the Duchess? Okay. The curtain and seemed as they would ask me, if they durst, how such a glance came there. Sir, it was so not the first are you to turn and ask us. Sir, it was not her husband's presence only. So now begins, we understand from this line, onward we understand what type of person is the Duke. So he is saying that it was not her husband's presence only that called that spot of joy. So Duke is a type of husband who thinks that his wife is his personal property. Whenever he will tell her, smile, she will smile. Stop, she will stop smiling. Is it this type of man is Duke? This type of cruel man is Duke. So, sir, it was not her husband's presence only called that spot of joy into the Duchess's cheek. Perhaps, now this may be the reason, perhaps Fra Pandolf, the artist, chanced to say, her mantle laps over my lady's wrist too much. Mantle means cloak, C-L-O-A-K, that is dress. Her mantle came, perhaps it came over her wrist, and Fra Pandolf told her to just to side it, otherwise he cannot paint her hands, and maybe for that reason she is smiling. Now the Duke is saying, she had a heart, how shall I say? Now he is saying about his wife, about his Duchess. She had a heart, how shall I say? How can I explain? She had a heart too soon made glad. Too soon made glad, too easily impressed. It was, she became happy at small things. little things gave her pleasure. So she was very simple, she was innocent, she was pure. So she liked whatever she looked on, whatever she see, whatever she saw, she became happy. And her looks went everywhere, and it was all alone. Now, there are the list of four things, that the four things gave the Duchess equal pleasure. Four things. What are the four things? Number one, a costly gift from her husband. Number two, the setting of the sun in the west. Number three, the boughs of cherry, and number four, the white mule she rode. So all and each would draw her alike an approving speech. Actually, she had no sense of discrimination. She was not proud. She was not proud of her status, that she is the Duchess, she is the wife of the Duke. Never. She never did this. She was very simple. She was very kind-hearted, very simple lady. And this was not liked by the Duke. This kind of behavior of the Duchess was not liked by the Duke. So, and thanked somehow, I know, as if she ranked my gift of 900 years old name with anybody's gift. So the Duke is a proud, he is proud of his aristocracy. He is proud. So how she can equate the gift of 900 years in a very simple language, that she is the wife of a Duke. So she must be proud. She must be proud. Who now this is the jealousy. Who would stoop to blame this sort of trifling? Who would stoop? I am not the teacher of the, I am her husband. I am not her teacher. I cannot teach her. These things she should know, she should learn, that she is the wife of a Duke. So, who would stoop? So, here we see the pride, excessive pride of the Duke. Now, after some line I am reading, I choose never to stoop. That is, he never taught anything. He never taught anything. There's these things I don't like, you don't do this. He never shared this to his wife Duchess. Okay, then this grew, that is, the behavior, the simple behavior of the Duchess created, gave birth, hatred and anger in the mind of the Duke. So this grew. Then this is the most important line. I gave commands. Then all smiles stopped together. All smiles stopped together. Okay. There she stands as if alive. Okay, then he is telling the envoy, we will meet the company below. Some persons are waiting downstairs, so let us go. Let's go downstairs. And here he says that the Count, I repeat, the Count, your master's known munificence. Munificence means generosity, is ample warrant that no just pretense of mine dowry will be disallowed. That is, I want dowry. I am greedy. I want dowry from this new marriage also. I want dowry. So the Duke is very greedy. So while going downstairs, the Duke again showed a statue, a bronze statue of Neptune. Who is Neptune? Neptune is the sea god. The Neptune is taming a seahorse. The sea has been portrayed as a horse. He is taming the Neptune is taming the sea. So it was manufactured by Claus of Innsbruck. He is also an artist, Claus of Innsbruck, and Duchess, the picture of the Duchess, the portrait of the Duchess was painted by Fra Pandolf, and this statue of Neptune was manufactured by Claus of Innsbruck. Actually, it is very symbolical, because here Neptune is the Duke. He likes to tame his wives. He likes to tame his wives. So that's all about the text. Now, if we discuss the word last in the title of the poem, last means that the Duchess is not his first wife. The word last means a string of wives, because he has many wives. He had many wives. Now all of them are dead perhaps. Now he is going to marry next time. So now we will throw some light on the character of the Duke. I have just told you while reading the text. The Duke is proud. Duke is egoist. Duke is jealous and cruel. Duke is greedy. He is greedy for money, greedy for wealth, and also greedy for feminine flesh. He is also greedy for feminine flesh. And another thing, another good, it is a good sign of the character of the Duke, that is, he is a connoisseur of art. He can analyze art. He can understand art. He has a good taste of art. And he is a villain. He is a villain here. And if we throw some light on the character of the Duchess is a childlike temperament, childlike nobility. We see in her childlike nobility, and in her we never see any sense of discrimination. And she is ignorant of the position, she is ignorant of the status, and she thanked all and sundry. So at last we can say that the Duke was himself spiritually dead. That's why he could not appreciate the beauty of the Duchess's soul. Thank you, my dear student. Thank you.